All right, I am Carter Jackson. I'm the third driver from SERIALNINE. I used to have the gold JZS171. It was silver back when we did Final Bout for the first time. And this is my 17 crown. Yes, I finally got the big brake kit on and situated so it's working, broken in. The front calipers have about an 1/8 of an inch clearance on the inside of the barrel. And the backs, I had to shave down the bolts so that they wouldn't touch the inside of the wheel. So, yeah, either I have to continue to run monoblock wheels, one piece, or else go up to 19s, which I'm doing with the BBS yellows. Back in the day, this S14 that had like a little hood spoiler on it, so I decided I would try my hand at trying to make one. The biggest reason why I wanted to do it on this car was because if you look right here, look, there's this like little drop down, and I wanted to see if I could just like kind of level it all off.
Can't help but notice you're wearing a tattoo shirt, but you don't have any tattoos.
Yeah, I know.
Glad we can see
Gotta
it.
support the guys. I'd always known that I was gonna kind of get rid of the 100 at some point, so I bought this car before I got rid of that one. And then once the 100 was gone, I started slowly picking away at stuff with this thing. Say probably maybe like 60% done the car. So right now I'm in the middle of doing the metal flares. I got some new wheels being built by Rare Spec. This car has short spindles, new outer inner tie rods, extended LCAs, obviously the AK-49 knuckles. I do have the new billet uppers for this car that are sitting on the bench. I guess I have a manifold sitting at SERIALNINE, so manifold, and then their new turbo, the 509. And yeah, I guess management after that and all the other things that come with it. This car's been pretty flawless since doing the manual swap 2 years ago. Haven't had any issues with it. 2 days it took to have the old tranny out, new one in, new bell housing. Yeah. CD009 with the CD Pro, and then OS twin plate. Yeah, one piece drive shaft. A couple other little bits that came along with it. All the nice new fancy parts from SERIALNINE.
Are you gonna put a new racing seat in your car?
That's probably the last of my worries right now, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want to get rid of the power leather seats. So I can't remember the last car I actually had seated, which I probably should, but I drive the car every, aside from now when it's sitting here kind of looking in shambles, but I do drive the car all the time. So I take the luxury reclining leather seats over pretty much anything.
Do you have access to all that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any of that here. I'm just struggling. But yeah, I don't know. Like most of the stuff that's already done on the car, like underneath, I don't have to change. Like all the suspension has been in for 2 years now, and I haven't had to, adjust anything. It's all been intact really well, and I'm hoping that I don't have to use a lift or need a lift for any reason. Devin and Jesse, the guys at Oddman Out, they always help me out with, anything I need done for this car as far as like alignments or exhaust work or whatever. So I have those guys, and other than that, it's just trying to make it work and do what I can. I live in Regina, Saskatchewan, so I'm far, far away from Kevin and Gerard in Vancouver there.
Regina, experience Regina.
What is it like building a car like this in Regina, Saskatchewan?
I mean, it's time consuming. It's pretty tough because, if I need something parts related, takes a little while to get the parts here, and yeah, you know, like just the availability of Regina being such a small city, you kind of get left to do a lot of things on your own. So yeah, it's a little bit of a task living in Regina, Saskatchewan. It's like, for example, the flares. They're ulterior motive. They're the SV2. They're kind of just a universal, but when I got them and put them on the car, they pretty much fit with barely any work. I hit through a couple of rivets and just for like test fitting, but they fit really well. So I'm super happy with that. Super happy with how they went down onto the bumper and then onto the side of the fender and everything. I found a guy to do them, which was great, but the guy lives 2 hours away in Yorkton, so I had to trailer the car there, drop it off, drive back home, you know, a week later, go back and pick it up, or 2 weeks later. So he was able to build this right into the factory jam. And then obviously I'll have to fill a little bit more, but it turned out super good. Should be able to look as factory as possible. I got a friend, Lucas, that has agreed to come down from Toronto and do the paint for the car. We're gonna paint it ourselves. Under one condition, that we have to paint the entire car, so that means door jambs and everything else. Can't just get away with the old quick spray on the outside and have the door jambs and everything a different color. So yeah, hoping to have this thing done, ready for paint maybe in the next couple weeks. Hopefully it all works out as planned. I'm sure it will, but yeah. So I guess I'll see you at Final Bout. So I have obviously have the new SERIALNINE Royale oil cap. And then I had this Yamaha performance dampener just sitting in the rafters for 2 or 3 years. Whenever I bought the car, I just never put it back on. So cleaned it up and give it a nice polish. These things like kind of lined up because I wasn't sure how it was going to look afterwards. Some of it had to be cut out, but yeah, turned out really good. Now that you're here, I'm gonna have to probably actually do some work because I had to take some time away from it. I was spending pretty much every day after work picking away at this thing, and yeah, just needed a break.
He's got the singy.
Yeah.